This next one is all about customer accounts. Did you know that after launching last year, nearly 2/3 of Shopify merchants are using customer accounts today? And our next app saw that framework and ran with it. They make it possible to personalize customer experiences at a much deeper level. Let's make a lot of noise for Miguel from Hubble, customer accounts. All right, Miguel. Nice to meet you. Get out there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so I'm Miguel, and I'm actually obsessed with making high-quality products. And Hubble is one of these products. So let's get it started with. Okay, again, I'm Miguel, and I'm here to present Hubble, an app for the customer's accounts. So we're a proud member of the Customer Account Shopify Launch Program. We've been in the App Store since December 2024, fairly recent. And then Hubble is part of Overs, a new digital studio meant for high-quality Shopify apps. Now, this is the original experience a customer and a merchant gets when they just join the new customer accounts. It's functional. It meets most of the essential needs for a customer and a merchant, but it looks the same for all customers. But that's the key. Not all customers are exactly the same. But with Hubble, you can change this. You can talk directly with your customers and make them feel unique, or offer them personalized product suggestions so they know what to buy, or heck, even build an entirely new page so you can encourage them to join your loyalty programs. Here's a few examples of what Hubble can do. In here, we're creating a scheduled campaign depending on the season. For example, whether it's autumn, spring, or summer, you can get more creative than this. You can do weekly announcements, you can schedule campaigns for promotions, and you can also create announcements that just expire after some time. More than this, in this example, we're actually customizing the order status page. For example, at the top, we have a banner that informs the user about their subscription, and then we have some actionable content, such as downloading or contacting support about the item. You can go further than this, and you can create content that only shows for specific customers, like rebuying the item at 50% discount, or contacting support via call. In this next example, we have an entirely new page called Rewards. It's just one page, and the page is designed to inform the users about their loyalty program tier rewards, whether they are a member or a premium member or a VIP member. The great thing about this is that it lives in just one page. Same URL, same link, but it just changes dynamically depending on the customer. The also great thing about this is that you can structure it differently depending on conditions. For example, this VIP block at the bottom didn't show for the others. That's specific for them. So onto the in-app showcase. How did we do that scheduled content that we saw before? It's pretty easy. You just create some reusable filters, such as here we're creating the autumn filter or the spring filter, and we just connect it to the respective months. We have other stuff. And then you just create a dynamic block which has conditional settings. Each of those settings are connected to those reusable filters that you can reuse across the app. And then, for example, here we're connecting the autumn collection with the autumn filter and the spring collection with the spring filter. It's that easy. Now, how did we do these custom actions that we saw before? We use the order item actions block that we have within Hubble. And then we create one action block per action. And so for the download button, we use Hubble's most powerful feature, variables. For this one, we're going to create a dynamic link based on the order ID and the product ID. That's just going to make a unique link per item in the order. And then for that button to rebuy the item at a 50% discount, we use the buy again action from Hubble as well, and then we hook in a 50% discount code. So whenever they click it, they go directly to checkout. And then just at the end, we make sure that only the subscribed customers see this block via tag. Now, for that page that we saw before as well, we have the page block, which just accepts other blocks and then it shows them in the order of appearance. Like, for example, here, we have all of the blocks that we saw on the screen, like, for example, the image banner and the image with text banner, and then each of the settings have their own conditions, so they will show when they're met. And for the last block that was just for VIP, we only have one. Now, previewing a block in the editor is quite easy. You just copy the ID, go in the editor, select the block that you want to add, select the location where you want to put it, and just easily paste the ID in. That's it. That's all you need to do to preview the block. But if you want to go a step further, you can also use Hubble's preview helper to visualize all the other conditions for that specific block. So you're sure that when the condition is met, it's going to look perfectly. Now, next in Hubble, we're pretty early. We have the in-app visual editor, which is actually already live. We have more liquid-like variables, smart and AI product suggestions. We're going to let you build your own block, A/B testing, analytics, and native integration with other apps. All right. The idea of e-commerce is not just about getting new customers. It's about keeping them. And with Hubble, the customer's accounts becomes the merchant's secret weapon about retention, loyalty, and growth. With Hubble, we're here to make you do that. Thank you. That was Hubble.
Oh, great job. All right. Zane, I saw you looking intently here. What are you thinking? What struck you?
Yeah, I was probably looking intently because I think the customer accounts piece of the whole customer experience is such an important piece of the pie. It's like a place where you can drive retention, make personalizations, give them a transparent experience, all this good stuff. I love it. It reminds me of like checkout blocks a bunch, and especially with respect to customer accounts, obviously that feature is needed. I'm curious, how advanced can this get, for example, to drive better retention, to increase the average order sizes of specific customers, to upsell them and tie them into bundles? How well can you personalize this experience, and how advanced can you get with that?
Personalization, in our belief, is merchant first. They should be able to choose how they want to approach their own customers. That's the whole idea of Hubble. Talk to your customers. They are unique. But with Hubble, we just empower those merchants with multiple features. The most important features that we have planned is the AI product suggestions, which are based on the product history order that they have in the past. The variables as well are going to be a nice feature for customers to know, for merchants to be able to set up exactly what they want to show to customers, especially if they hook into meta fields, which can be integrated with other apps as well. So there's a lot of interoperability opportunities here with Hubble, just to make the customer account exactly how you want it.
Dan, let me ask, did you install this on your store before you got here?
I did.
And what did you think?
And I loved it up until a point.
Uh-oh.
But I think to Zane's point, I think it's where it could go and it could actually elevate. Is this felt a lot like on the brink of being like a UX orchestration tool. And there was a bit where I found myself rewriting customer segments in customer targets and having to duplicate. Like I had existing customer segments natively in Shopify and then was having to replicate some of that logic in customer targets. I was like, there's such an opportunity here to like bridge that duplication and crossover. And there's so much, you can do so much with some of these blocks. It's incredible. I'd wished at like a few moments that I could elevate that user experience through and sort of contextualize it a bit better and link it up with marketing campaigns and kind of follow it all the way through. But it's got so much potential in it. I just found myself like butting up against some things a few times going, this has got so much more to it than it's like right here, right now.
Yeah,
That's
so
great.
we've been on the Shopify store since December 2024. We're a baby, actually. We're a two-people team, but we're going to grow, don't worry. And actually, customer segmentation, reusability, it's on the roadmap. We're going to do it. It's going to be there. And we're going to be reusing a lot of things. We're a firm believer that you don't need to do things twice, okay? That was there from the beginning because there's also other merchants who don't even use customer segmentations. But one of the customer targets in the future is going to be select that customer segment that you already created. Yeah.
I love the potential. It's great. Tian, you must have something.
Tian, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. The opportunity here is huge, but maybe I have a two-parter question for you. So number one, what are you actually seeing in terms of uplift, right? Whether it's increase in AOV or increase in retention, would love to just hear some metrics here. And then two, what would you need to do to 2x the current metrics you currently have?
Can you explain uplift?
Tian, can you explain uplift?
Increase? So the fact that if someone's...
She's a VC. It's
Yeah, I'm just here to have a lot of corporate jargons at you.
Okay, so basically, how do I I don't think I understand the question very well. How do I think that Hubble can uplift conversions and
Like what's actually the result, right? When a customer uses it, any numbers that you can share?
Okay, yeah. So for us, Hubble kind of wants to speak to two personas. The first persona is the customer that haven't bought yet. That person that just joined your account and created an account for some reason, but they didn't order something yet. And the person that already ordered. So those two people are actually very important. The first one is your potential first conversion for the store. It's a new as a new customer that you want to gain. And with Hubble, you can speak directly to them and understand what they need. Like for example, on the first example that we saw, we had some special products that were shown for new customers. If you had some kind of like requirement store that kind of takes a little bit to learn the products, you can just show them the most basic products at the beginning so they can start learning your brand a little bit. And then for the customers that already bought, you already know them. You know what they bought, you know their patterns, so you know what to show to them. You know how to speak to them. So I think with Hubble, the uplift, as you say, is that it's basically, as I said at the beginning, it's up to the merchant, but we just give you the tools to talk with the customers and to be able to create your campaigns and your...
Sounds like he's being cagey with his numbers. I appreciate that. Okay, Kurt, not allowed to ask a question, just an insight. What are you thinking about this app?
I used this app a couple months ago for a client, and I really enjoyed it. We were able to use it to display conditional messaging. And as far as I could tell, there wasn't anything else that could do that for us at the time. And so it was perfect for that. And it was interesting to hear these other comments, because when I was using the app then, before I even knew about this, Shop Tank, I thought to myself, wow, I'm excited for what this will do. Mm-hmm. Like I could see the potential in it. And I think maybe the thing that's missing or not on your roadmap are templates. Have an opinion, like give some opinionated starting places for people to get them unstuck. And then once they see what it can do, they'll stick with it and play with it.
Yep. So that was one of the points in the what's coming next. We have the build your own block. Currently in Hubble, we have two concepts. We have the curated blocks. They look great in all the screens, mobile, tablet, everything. We did them, they're perfect. But we're gonna give you the ability to just go ahead and go into like a Webflow-like editor and create your block. So basically, we're gonna empower that a little bit more with templates, as you said, so you can have an experience, an onboarding experience where you're just like, hey, okay, I wanna create this, and it's already set up, and I just need to change the text, that's it.
Wow, super powerful. Two-person team, 6 months in, not so bad. Let's give it up, y'all, for Hubble. Great work, great work. Okay.